Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. It is time to pick my TBR Jar prompts for the month of August. I don't care if it's actually not fall, it's fall to me. I don't need to be dramatic. This is like going way better than last month. I actually just started this TBR video, recorded absolutely none of it. I had already picked my first prompt. I had already picked the 3 books that I was like choosing between. So we're just gonna have to fake redo it over. And you're gonna know that it's fake because I told you. And I'm actually very sad about this. Let's restart, shall we? Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. It is time to pick my TBR Jar prompts for the month of August. And if you've been following along with me today and any of my socials at all ever, I've been posting a lot of little like prompt things. So you're able to submit a TBR Jar prompt that you want to be in this jar. And so today we're picking those prompts. We're picking 6 of them. And you are going to be choosing kind of my TBR for the month of August. So if you entered a prompt, it's in here. Thank you so much for that prompt. If you would like to submit another prompt, leave a comment down below on this TBR video, any of my TBR videos, if you would like to have a prompt entered. Now there are some for me in here, so there's still a possibility that we pick some of my prompts, which I don't want to do because yours are more fun than mine. Here we go. We're picking the first one. As you know, I've already picked this one, but I am still going to give you a little bit of ASMR. I'm just going to tell you what the prompt actually was instead of showing you what I picked. This is one of the prompts from the people, and this is from @inbookmark, and it says a 5-star prediction. Thank you so much, because I would love to pick a 5-star prediction. Let's choose the 3 that I actually already chose, but we're going to choose them again, and I'm going to tell you why I think they're 5-star predictions. Okay, so here are the 3 books that I chose for this prompt. Let's go through each of them. The first one being the second book in the Lady of Darkness series by Melissa Heroic. This is Lady of Shadows, and I read actually and finished Lady of Darkness yesterday. Loved it, rated a 4.5. So I was like, oh, maybe the second book is going to be a 5-star because that would be awesome. And I really loved that book. It gave me everything that I wanted from Throne of Glass, but I didn't get from Throne of Glass. So I really enjoyed it. And I think that when I continue on with the series, it's very possible that one of them ends up being a 5-star. So that's why I kind of chose Lady of Shadows. It also helps me with continuing series that I'm in the middle of, but we also could get that prompt. So I'm like, do I want to use this book on this prompt? I don't know. Next book is actually kind of in the same vein. This is a series that I'm in the middle of, and this is The Reckoning by Caroline Peckham and Suzanne Valenti. This is the 3rd book in the Zodiac Academy series, and the last book I think I have to read before I switch over to the next series, which I'm following That Girl Reads, I think, reading order. And I really enjoyed the first 2 Zodiac books. I think both of them were 4 stars, but I think that the more that I read the series, the more like 5-star vibes I could get, because I really was getting attached to those characters, and I don't want to leave it too long before I read the next book in the series. So I 100% want this book on my TBR this month, but I don't know if this is the most accurate for this prompt, and I also don't know if this is the one that I want to use on this prompt, because we could get like continuing a series or another prompt of that sort. So like, I don't really know if this is the one I want to use, but again, I think this could be a 5-star prediction. I just think maybe Lady of Shadows is a stronger 5-star prediction than this one. And then the last book that I chose was actually the Book of Azrael. This is by Amber V. Nicole, and I've just heard so many people love this series. I have this stunning edition. Let me show you. I think I'm going to put back the Book of Azrael because I want to continue series. So I can choose one of these, and then if I get a continuing series prompt, I can pick the other. That's kind of like my thought process. So I'm going to put back the Book of Azrael. Between these 2, I'm going to go with Lady of Shadows because I think it's a higher 5-star prediction, like more likely. I think The Reckoning could be 5 stars, but I think that this one is like super definitely maybe going to be it, if that makes sense. So I think I'm going to pick Lady of Shadows for our first book of the TBR. Now, we have 5 more to go, so we have to get to it. You literally can't make this up. I also got continue a series from @inbookmark. So the same person. Continuing series. Wow, thank you @inbookmark, because that's exactly the prompt that I wanted to get. Now I know what I'm gonna do. Duh. I'm gonna pick The Reckoning by Caroline Peckham and Suzanne Valenti because I wanted to continue this anyways, and so now I have both of the books for continuing series that I wanted to do for next month, which is great. Works out very well for me. Okay, perfect. So the second book on my TBR is The Reckoning. Yay. Okay, give her a little shake. A prompt not from anybody. This is one that I made, and it is a book with a red cover. Let's take a look-see and see what books that I have that have red covers. So I have 3 books on my TBR cart that really have like red covers, and they are On Wings of Blood by Briar Bolin, Harvest Season by Bryn Weaver, and the first Harry Potter book by J.K. Rowling in French. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one back because I don't think I want this on a TBR. Like, I'm not going to finish it within a month. This is going to be probably a multiple month long process of like reading, annotating, learning vocab and stuff. So this I don't want to put on like a set TBR. So that leaves us with 2 choices. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't really want to start this series quite yet because I have a few series that I want to like finish before I start another one. So I would love to, again, continuing a series, choose Harvest Season by Brynne Weaver. This is the second book in the Seasons of Carnage trilogy. I love Brynne Weaver, one of my auto-buy favorite authors. She wrote Butcher and Blackbird, which is one of my favorite books of all time. And this is the second book in her latest series. And it's actually not like interconnected standalones. It's actually like a series. So I'm really excited to get to this one because the last book left off on a really big cliffhanger. So I'm really excited to get to this one. I said in my summer TBR video, which this is on my summer TBR, I want to get to this in August. Like I literally said that. I'm really excited to be putting this on my August TBR because this, while it kind of gives summer because it's in like a summer vacation town, this one specifically is supposed to be more fall oriented, I believe. And so this one I want to read in the transition between summer and fall, which technically it's still summer in September, but in my head September equals fall, and that's my birthday month, so like it's fall because fall is my favorite season. So I don't care if it's actually not fall, it's fall to me. Like right between August September, I want to read this at the end of August. This is going very smoothly, which I love a good smooth TBR, and I love one that I'm actually happy to read, so yay. And this is also actually a very beautiful edition, so let me show you. Let's pick book number 4. Read a book a family member recommends, and this is from at Hunger Games Enthusiast 16. I'm going to go through and pick out books that my sister has gifted me. She definitely does have a few books on my TBR currently that she has read first and then given to me to read, so let's pick out those ones and we're going to pick one of them. So I currently have 3 books in my hands that my sister has read first. First we have Our Secret Summer by R.S. Gray. I think I'm going to put this one back because I don't really want to read a contemporary romance right now. I'm really in my fantasy mood. The other 2 books are better for that. So let's put this one back. So the other 2 are Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater and Nightshade by Autumn Woods. I'm going to read the back of both of these and then pick one of the 2. He'll burn the world down for her, but she'll burn his to the ground. Ophelia Winters wants revenge. Isolated in the Scottish Highlands, Sorrow Song University only welcomes students from the most powerful families. Ophelia doesn't belong, but a rare scholarship grants her the opportunity to investigate her parents' accidental death near the castle grounds. Her plan: keep her head down and punish those responsible. The last thing she needs is to wind up in a mafia war or step on the toes of actual royalty. Things get off to a rocky start when she runs afoul of the mysterious Alex Corbeau Green, son of her prime suspect. As far as she's concerned, he's a younger version of his billionaire father, a monster hiding beneath a beautiful facade. Loneliness has been Ophelia's only companion for years, but when an unknown tormentor begins to stalk her, she realizes she may not be able to survive Sorrow Song on her own. It's Alex who becomes her ally and alibi for murder. And as she begins to fall for the soft heart that hides beneath his hard exterior, her hunger for revenge wavers. Can she bring herself to destroy everything he's ever known? Mystery, murder, revenge. Welcome to Sorrow Song University. Okay, actually, I was kind of thinking I was going to go with Half a Soul, but now I'm kind of thinking that I want to go with Nightshade because this sounds really good. A university in the Scottish Highlands? Yes. And like, I want fall so bad. This is going to make me want fall like 10 times more. And I think I'm here for it. I'm kind of leaning towards this one, but let's still read the back of Half a Soul. It's difficult to find a husband in Regency England when you're a young lady with only half a soul. Ever since she was cursed by a fairy, Theodora Eadings has no sense of fear or embarrassment, an unfortunate condition that leaves her prone to accidental scandal. Dora hopes to be a quiet, sensible wallflower during the London season, but when Elias Wilder, the handsome, peculiar, and utterly ill-mannered Lord Sorcerer discovers her condition, she is instead drawn into dangerous fairy affairs. If her reputation can survive both her curse and her sudden connection with the least liked man in all high society, then she and her family may yet reclaim their normal place in the world. But the longer Dora spends with Elias, the more she begins to suspect that one may indeed fall in love with only half a soul. I like this one, but like, I don't think that was drawing me in as much as Nightshade by Autumn Wood. So I think I'm gonna go with Nightshade because the blur really caught my eye. He's her enemy and she's his everything. Like, I think this is going to be the vibe. I'm like hoping for cooler weather, so hopefully this, again, kind of summerween vibes, but less summerween, more like, I don't know, because it's not Halloweeny, it's more like autumn vibes with the university setting. So I'm like, okay. And I'm going back to school in August, so this will be like perfect kind of vibes for that. We have to pick 2 more prompts, so let's do so. I'm actually so excited. I love this TBR. Like, I'm actually loving it. I think this is the perfect August TBR that I was wanting. I've had every single book on here except for Nightshade, like I was planning and hoped that I could get with the TBR jar, but this is like going way better than last month, which was a TBR from hell. So I'm like very excited about this TBR and I'm having a really fun time. So let's pick the next 2 and last 2 books on this TBR. I've actually got 2 prompts, so I'm actually just going to do both of them because why not? They came out together, so they're going to be our last 2 prompts. Let's open the green one first. So this is actually one of my prompts that I've written. Actually, with the okay, it says the first book on the TBR cart. Quite literally the book that I said I didn't want to get. But maybe the TBR knew that I needed to get this one because if I didn't read it this summer, I was going to have to wait until next summer. It's fine. It's totally fine. Totally fine. So I'm going to read Our Secret Summer by R.S. Gray. First book on the TBR cart. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. 4 books that I really, really wanted to read and then 1 book that I'm like, okay about. So I don't need to be dramatic. This is fine. Last month was worse. And then our last prompt, let's open it. It says fairytale vibes. That could mean a lot of things. I think I have to go with Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater, and I think I'm gonna like this, but I was kind of hoping that this would be more in the height of fall kind of a vibe, but it's another Regency. My sister loves a Regency. We have a Regency-based fantasy, which is totally fairytale vibes. I already read the back to you. She's like cursed by a fairy, and then she has half a soul, and that's why she falls in love. So this is actually like probably the perfect vibe for this prompt. I'm just a little bit, why did I do that? I wish I got one of you guys' prompts because they would have been so much better. Anyways, I got Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater. Let's go through the TBR and what we got for all 6 prompts. This is a complete stack of books that I got on my August TBR. For a 5-star prediction, we have Lady of Shadows by Melissa K. Rorick. For the next book in a series, The Reckoning by Caroline Peckham and Suzanne Valenti. For a red cover, Harvest Season by Bryn Weaver. For a book that a family member has recommended, Nightshade by Autumn Woods. For the first book on my TBR cart, Our Secret Summer by R.S. Gray. And for a book with fairytale vibes, we have Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater. So those are all the books on my August TBR. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Again, if you'd like a prompt of yours to be put down in the description, or if you'd like to resubmit a prompt, you're welcome to put like as many prompts of the same as you want. Literally whatever you guys want. You can write in the comments below and I will add them for the next TBR jar video. So stay tuned for that. If you like this video, subscribe. I hope you stick around. I love you all and I'll see you next Sunday or next Wednesday. Bye.